Let's see a quick brief. A multi-layer switch, allowing efficient network communication, and I will break it down with side-by-side comparison of layer 2 with layer 3 switches, showing how to routing works. And let's get started. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to explore about how to enable routing on multi-layer switch in Cisco Packet Tracer. Okay, let's see a quick brief. A multi-layer switch, allowing efficient network communication, and I will break it down with side-by-side comparison of layer 2 with layer 3 switches, showing how to routing works. And let's get started. First, let's set up layer 3 switch. Here you can see there are two computers connected to this switch. Now we need to assign IP address to their respective ports. Here you can see my PC2 computer connected port is FA1 on layer 3 switch, and like that my PC3 port connected on switch and port number is FA2. Okay, let's open the layer 3 switch. Go to the CLI. Okay, first we need to enable privilege mode using the command en. Then go to the global configuration mode using the command config t. Okay, then we need to go specific ports. In my case, FA1 and FA2. Okay, first let's go FA1 port. First type int FA1. I think you have to know the commands of all this in my previous Cisco series. Okay, go to the specific port, then type no switch port. The no switch port command refer by default all switch ports are configured for switching functionality. The no switch port command disable switching on the port and converting into routed port. This means the port can now support IP routing and allow you to assign an IP address to it. That's all. Then we need to assign IP address for routing. For an example, I'm going to give IP address 192.168.1.1 and give a single space. Then we need to enter the subnet mask. Don't worry, we will explore what is IP address and subnet mask in our IP series. Okay, the IP address 192.168.1.1 and their subnet mask. Here I am configuring the port. The port number is FA1. The port use the IP address, and the IP address is the gateway address for any device connected to the FA1 port. In my case, PC2. So the PC2 will use the IP address as its default gateway to access other network. Okay, the other commands we'll learn it in our previous Cisco series. Okay, then click enter and type no shutdown. Finally exit. Now let's configure the PC3 computer connected port on the layer 3 switch, and we know the port number is FA2. Okay, go to the specific port. In my case, FA2. int FA2. Okay, first we need to enter the command no switch port. We learn it why we need to use the command. Yes, then press enter. Now let's assign IP address. Type IP address. Okay, in this port, for an example, I'm going to give 192.168.2.1. Here you can see I given for FA1 port IP address is 192.168.1.1, and now I am going to give IP address for FA2 port and IP address is 192.168.2.1. okay, and give single space and type subnet mask. Okay, and come back, exit. Okay, now we have successfully configured it. Okay, let's open the PC2. Let's go to the desktop, and first we need to assign IP address for the PC2. You know, we have enabled IP address on the specific port. The port number is FA1. okay, the port IP address is 192.168.1.1. so here I am going to give like 192.168.1.5. keep in your mind, you can see here I used same IP address and same classes. okay, same IP address, which means you can see the C class IP address, first 3 octet are same. okay, you can see that. Okay, let's view default gateway is 192.168.1.1. the default gateway is, in my case for PC2, we assign it IP address for the port number 1 in our multi-layer switch, which means layer 3 switch. Okay, let's close, and now we need to enable IP address for PC3. Go to desktop and IP configuration. Okay, you know I assign it IP address for the PC3 connected port is FA2. You know FA2, we assign it IP address 192.168.2.1. okay, same like we can give 192.168.2.9. keep in your mind, it is same class IP address, which means C class IP address and same network. You can see this 3 octet are same. This 3 octet are same. okay, now let's give default gateway 192.168.2.1, which is my port 2 IP address. And finally, now we have successfully assigned it IP address for devices and layer 3 switch. And finally, we need to enable IP routing. okay, we need to enable IP routing in our layer 3 switch. Then only I can communicate between these PCs. okay, you know we have privilege mode, the sign denoting the mode. Then we need to go global configuration mode, same like that, config T. Now let's type a single command, just IP routing, that's all. The IP routing command does the switch, the layer 3 switch, can route traffic between different networks. In my case 192.168.1.1 and 192.168.2.1. okay, now let's check it. okay, first I am going to send a message from PC2 to PC3. Here you can see I got successful, and same like that I'm going to send a message from PC3 to PC2. Here you can see I got success. okay, let's mark the IP address, loaded devices, this IP address, and okay, this is PC2 IP address, and this is PC3 IP address, and same like copy the IP address of the ports 1.1. This is 192.168.2.1. yes, we have assigned it. Here you can see that the port FA1 and FA2 The FA1 IP address is 192.168.1.1 and FA2 IP address is 192.168.2.1. Okay, yeah, mark it. Okay, now let's take this switch and same like I am going to assign IP address. This device IP address is 192.168.1.5 and same I am going to give the IP address 192.168.1.5. Okay, and other computers IP address will give 192.168.2.9. that given IP address for PC3. Okay, now let's check it if it is work or not. Okay, let's delete previous messages. Here I am going to send a message from PC0 to PC1. You can see I got failed, and same like that I am going to send a message from PC1 to PC0. Here you can see I got failed. Why? The layer 2 switch only forward frames or data based on MAC address and does not support IP routing, which means different networks IP routing. Here you can see the two computers in different network. The IP address is PC0 IP address and it's PC1 IP address. These are different network, so cannot communicate using the layer 2 switch. Here you can see first 3 octet are different, so which is different network IP address. So the layer 2 switch does not support different network IP routing. So let's remove it. And the other hand, the layer 3 switch. The layer 3 switch support IP routing and intervlanrouting and IP basic communication. Okay, that is the difference between layer 2 and layer 3 switch. I hope you now understand how routing works on layer 3 or multi-layer switch. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe and comment below. See you in the next section. Until then, bye.